back and say, glory to God, I got this, I can do this, okay? Because I'm sick of myself. Sherry, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. When we see some things that, we're not happy with, then you have that right to change those.
Sorry, guys. I forgot I didn't put it on mute. I was listening to Crystal Vlogs. Hey, Wild Boy, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. I was just came back from Crystal Vlog. She was doing a live, so I went over to see her, and then I was checking on DOD's site to see if I missed anything, because not every time do you get a notification. But anyways, thank you for coming in. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing great. I'm trying to stay cool because it's 4 o'clock and it's 100, well, a little after 4, and it's 100 degrees. I would love to exercise. I have an exercise bike, but I don't want to do that. Good. Well, I am doing great. Just trying to stay cool. And like I said, I wanted to kind of do some exercises. And so I used to exercise all the time. I mean, all the time, every day. Maybe I would take Sunday off, but then sometimes I would even, I'll do a little bit of something, and so I would exercise every day, and I got out of that. And so I was thinking back, okay, what did I used to like to do? And my favorite thing to do, and it was fun, is get those DVD uh, fitness tapes. And so the tapes that I have are old. So I said, I don't want those because they were kind of old when I got them, and they're VHS. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna play that on. And so I did order some DVDs, so they'll be here next week. And I was just wondering because I don't want to get. Oh, did he? Okay, I didn't see. Is that a fairly new one, Wild Boy? Because I didn't see that. Or maybe I did, don't recognize the name. Because I pretty much, whether I go into uh, I usually comment. I usually comment. Uh, but it might have been a time or two that I didn't. Let's see. Trying to look, because like I said, not every time do we get. I'm trying to see if I got that one. Three. I don't see that. Okay, maybe I'll go back and look afterwards, but I'll go watch it if I haven't. But I'm pretty much caught up on his. Every now and then I have to catch up. But yeah, I just wanted to, I just want to exercise today because that, okay, I'm taking stuff to kind of, to make sure my immune system is good, and I got these, to me, those emergency drinks, they're good. I can feel the difference. So I got that, and then I got some flaxseed stuff, and then I got some D3, just kind of making sure I'm good. So when I do have to go out and about, my immune system is good. So I wanted to add that exercise, you know what I mean? And it's been so, I love to walk. And if it wasn't hot, I would get out there, me and the dogs, and we would just walk. Or I would drive to the mall and just walk and walk and walk. So I said, no, I want something that even when things are good, I'll still do it. And so the DVDs, I ordered those. So I'm just looking forward to that. What you been up to today? What are you doing up the let me see. It's funny that you're from Cleveland. My ex um lived in Cleveland, was born and raised in Cleveland and moved, elsewhere. Because I sure didn't meet him in Cleveland. Because I've been to Ohio, but it wasn't Cleveland. And it's been such a long time ago, I can't even remember what part it was. But he used to always brag about, the Cleveland Browns this and the Cleveland Browns that. And when he would get into discussion with somebody, said, "Man, when was the last time Cleveland won a football team a game?" And I mean, they would really rag on him. But anyway, yeah, nothing, just some stuff around the house. Yeah, yeah. I just like I said, I ordered them tapes, and I love to read, so I'm going to. I didn't want it to be on the same order. I'm gonna go back and see, you know, what kind of interesting books they have. And I might just get an audio book, you know what I mean? And just sit back and listen, um, especially those times that I have insomnia. I think that would be good, just put on something and if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. All I have to do is, rewind it or what have you. But yeah, I just been thinking of different things. I didn't want to work on my home projects at home. I mean, what I have plenty I could do because I'm upgrading things, and I've done a lot myself, and it's just a couple of things I would have to get somebody else to do. But most of the things that I've upgraded, you become handy. I mean, it's stuff I never thought I would do, let alone I could do it. And I'll research it, how to do this, how to do that, how to stain cabinets, um, read up on it, and then just do it. So it's like, hey, maybe I can hire myself out, huh? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's one of those kind of days that I just want to exercise, and that will give me more energy. Other than that, I've been going on different people's videos, just kind of, yeah. And when I would go on a road trip and take an audio book, something, and you know what? I like when I on a road trip, I liked crazy stuff, like, Stephen King kind of stuff. something suspenseful. And then on a lot of those books, I don't know if all, but a lot of his audio books, he would do the voiceovers. And so and it's perfect when he does the voiceovers because he know exactly how he wants his character to sound. And so yeah, and I had them so I could, in moving, I don't know where they are. So I might go on Amazon to see if I can find uh uh a couple of his audios, and then, just get different people. I'll just get him, just but then I want to get something by, if I got to get a regular book, I want to get Dr. CB. I want to read up on on nutritional stuff. So I'll probably get that. Yeah. So anyways, I don't know. I get into these reading, I love to read, but I get into the mode that, it's like I'm almost reading everything in the back of a cereal box, just because I want to read something. That's ridiculous, I know, but I'm not ashamed because I want to read something. I have turned the cereal box around and start reading the ingredients. I'm weird, I know, but yeah, it's good to read. It is good to read. It just expands your world. Now, I know this person that I don't know whether he's better now, but he was a functional illiterate. You know, he could sign his name and, the important information. Who? Oh, Dr. CB. Yeah. And I'm kind of I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards that too. It's like, who knows? Because I heard the stuff he was coming out with, and I don't know a lot about him. That's why I want to get, you know, one of his books. But the way I was looking at it when I was hearing different people trying to grasp what they were talking about, it would not be in the best interest of pharmaceutical companies because they would lose a lot of money with what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's and then some and even without knowing a lot about him, that I had come to that conclusion what people were saying. So it's like, wow. That's why I do want to get one of his books. I want to read more about him because you know, unfortunately, I don't know as much as I think I should know about him. Because from what I hear, I'm just saying that's one of the theories that I was thinking. You know, there could be other theories, but I was thinking, if he knew all that, that would be dipping in other people's pocket. And you know how people feel about their money, wild boy. It's like, okay, you start messing with my money, you got to go. You know, you got to go. Unfortunately, money kind of takes first place in a lot of people's life. They'll do anything to gain it and keep it. So I don't know. I just I need some more energy. But getting back to Stephen King, um, there was, I don't know if that was the entire, it was a series of audiobooks I used to listen to. And all I know is a little bit of the title, and I'm going to try to Google that to see. And it was like an hour after midnight or something after midnight. And I while back, so if I could find it, it would be intriguing to me because you know it's such. I would forget about a lot of what I read, so it would be new to me again. So it's like I think I'll do that later on today. They lie about everything. We've just been brainwashed. Who, wild boy? Oh, the pharmaceutical. Oh, okay. I get you. You don't have to type it again. I get what you're saying. Yeah. So it's like, um, I'm just, I need to go to the dentist, okay? I went to one appointment and got everything assessed what I'm going to do or whatever, and I'm going to have oral surgery. And I'm just not feeling good about that. I was on somebody else's channel, or I don't even know whether they had come over and we were talking about it. But anyway, um, I think we were talking about it here. Yeah. And I'm just not, you might have heard the conversation. I'm not sure when I did that, but I'm just not feeling good about that because, what's going on right now. I'm just not feeling good about how they, if they're sterilizing their equipment. So, and if they, I don't know, I'm just not feeling good. So I've been putting it off and putting it off. So I figure, okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop putting it off. So I promised myself, if not this week, next week, I was gonna make an appointment and, just kind of get it done. I mean, I don't have a toothache or anything. I'm not in any pain or anything, but I had some teeth pulled and I had a permanent bridge in like and now it is just the bones in my mouth is like I need to replace some things or do something else. So anyway, uh I've kind of decided what I'm gonna do, but I need to go. But I'm just not feeling good about doing this, and my face is gonna be uncovered. You know what I'm saying? It's like uh 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 it's not. I've been putting it off at least a month and a half, maybe close to 2 months. I can't put this off forever. But I'm saying, okay, let me wait a little bit. Maybe something will happen and I'll feel better about going, and this will happen. And I'm not talking about no vaccine because I ain't taking that anyway. But just certain things I want to do. I want to get another pair of glasses and some more contacts. But I'm going to get my eyes tested. But that I feel better about because I can still keep the social distancing and all that. I feel a little bit more comfortable about that. But it's just things you just want to do. And even with information out there where you can go get these things done now, I'm not feeling good about it. So, excuse me. Yeah, I'm just, I feel good. Nothing's wrong with me. I just don't feel like I want to, that's why I want to exercise. I know I will feel better afterwards. And when I used to do it, I didn't mind the DVDs. And that's why I said, let me go back to something I know. Um, but I just feel like I need to get some more exercise, but I don't feel like doing none of the projects would take some, little muscle to do some of the things I want to do. So I just said, okay, I'll just go on my live. I'll go on my live and, I'll stay for at least 45 minutes. And I don't know. Didn't come with a subject because I like to keep that open. So I'm going to go back and look at that video you was talking about on DVD. Have you ever wanted to start a page or you don't want to be bothered? I mean, have you, right, just exercise at home, no gym? Yeah, I am going to exercise at home. Yeah, that's why I want the DVD, something to enjoy. Like, um, what do you call it? Aerobics type thing with some music and like a little, I used to like it where it's like it's an exercise, but it's also like a little dance routine. And then I was wondering, I said, I wonder if I would get copyrighted if I didn't play the music, but if I would go through the motion of exercise and do a video on it, and maybe um, YouTube has some music, and some of it's, okay, some of it's pretty good that, you could use that you won't get a copyright claim or strike against. So I said, maybe I can put that in there and just kind of put the exercise routine, just kind of put it out of sequence and just change it up a little bit. So, and then I have access to two gyms, but I don't want to go. I don't even know if they're open, but if they are open, I don't want to go. Um, at the clubhouse here where I live, they have exercise room. It's not a big one, but it's got, you know, everything I need. And then I got a gym membership. So, but, so that's why I figure, you know what? Until I feel okay about everything, I can just do it at home. So I just ordered the DVD. Yes and no, but I see YouTube is a bunch of, oh, you ain't never lying. You ain't never lying. It's a bunch of BS. When things go back to normal, don't think I'll be on every day. I don't blame you. Well, it is. It is. But I feel better. I feel better about it. I don't, as far as I'm concerned, in my channel, I feel better about it because I know what my purpose is for this channel and I know what I'm going to do. But, you know, going to maybe going to somebody else's channel and through no fault of their own, something's going on. And so far, so far when I've went to other people, and I stayed in the except for one time, I just got into it and didn't realize what was going on till I got in there. But just kind of stayed in the bushes. They pretty much handled it, They pretty much handled it where and I was saying, whoa, that's okay the way he handled this you know and not saying I would handle it different, but I like the way they handled it. But it can be messy, messy, messy. And I don't have the tolerance for it because I block you. I block you. But if you go into other people's channel and you're not a moderator, the best thing you could do is just bow out and just say, okay, I'm gonna leave this situation. But yeah, um, people going into okay, I have approximately it's over 500 and something videos. And to me, it's so obvious that sometimes people go into my channel and go shopping for ideas. And that's okay. That's okay to a point, but that's okay because when you do that, say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this, this, and ever, and whatever. And the original idea was from being Marilyn Gale. I like this and this, and I just want to do another spin on it, or do and and then I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind at all. But to come into somebody's channel that have researched information, bringing that information out, and you just coming in like that happened to me shortly after I started my channel. And I was hot because I wasn't mentioned. And even this person just changed one word in the title. And it was such a unique title. It was, to me, it was so obvious. I said, look at that. So I went through to listen to it and I said, that person didn't even give me my props. You know what I'm saying? Mention, well, you know what? And I wouldn't if she mentioned my name and said, oh, I like this and this is it, here's a link to her channel. Go check her out. Because I have done that to people and I have told people, oh, that's such a good idea. And then I'll put the link in there. But I have done that, but I have told people, "Oh, I'm gonna do that," and give them the opportunity to say, "Oh no, I would prefer that you didn't." But even though I don't copy, I might get a concept and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna do that." No matter what good is taught, you have a million channels to give stupid information that seems to drown out your message. Uh huh. That is so true. And some people, they can have the same or very similar content, but because of the way they deliver it, which I don't even look at the views, I'm looking at the way they deliver it. Um, and the other person deliver it, it's like you just, okay, I see this is where this is going. So, I watched enough. It's going to count as a view. Because I think it's 30, 40 seconds, something like that, that you watch a video and it counts as a view. but then somebody could have the same information and I'll stick through the whole video. I'll full watch. And I must say that I do that with most of the people that I support. I watch everything. And even if someone has content where, I said, well, I'm not interested. And there's, a few, I'll do it to support them. But then they'll bring out something else that I am interested. So it works out. Hey, Pour It Up, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. What you been up to? I don't know where you are. Are you okay as far as the hurricane? Are you okay? You healing? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're doing better. But you're not in the path of the hurricane, or you're not, that's not affecting you, right? Because some of the people I know um, on YouTube, we praying for them. Black people, we can't work together without fighting each other or drowning one another. I know it's a waste of time. Hell, they don't know me, period, and attack me. I know that. That's the sick thing about it. They don't even have to know you, and you feel like you got a target on your back, and at the shooting range, oh, I don't have. I was monetized, and YouTube took a whole lot of hours from me. So I'm over halfway back, but I got some. Yeah, and you notice I never did lives. When they did that, I started doing lives because you get your watch time better. It builds up faster. So now I don't have no join. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, you're in South Carolina. Okay. I heard it was pretty. I heard South Carolina was pretty. Some beautiful country. Um, I've never gone to the Carolinas. I've never gone to uh, New Orleans, or I would like to visit there mainly for the food. But yeah, I'd like to make a train trip and just go through some of the states that I've never been before. Go and maybe uh, stay a few days, hop back on the train, and then go to someplace else for a few days. You know what I mean? And just take like a traveling vacation by train, just to eat. Oh, I thought we could join through the StreamYard. Oh, you talking about? Oh, oh, you talking about the link? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you was talking about the if you subscribe and if somebody monetized, they can join your channel. Hold on just a second. Okay, now I don't have no cussing on my channel, Missy. There you go. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty. That sounds very pretty. Pretty to be. You in the mountains, travelers rest. I've never heard of that. Well, there's a lot of places I've never heard. Yeah, but that I would love. I would just love to go to both of the Carolinas. But I did hear South Carolina, a lot of the places there are just, just beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Don't make me jealous. Don't make me jealous because I'm ready. I'm ripe for a vacation. I am. The cost of living is cheaper. Yeah, I'm sure it is. A lot of places compared to California is cheaper. I mean, it's expensive in California in most places. It's expensive. That's why I feel I can go visit other places, but this is home. Yeah, yeah. And the thing about it, if I visited some places in the States that I felt like I really like, I could actually, and plus it'd be a lesser cost of living. I could consider relocating, and then my kids would just have to come see me. And my daughter loves to fly, so is it, wild boy? Florida's expensive. I bet you. Yeah, I bet you it is. But good thing about Florida, you can hop on that cruise ship and you can go, to all them islands and stuff, and who you talking about? Me? I'm in California, Southern California, maybe um about 70 miles west of San Diego. Yeah, that's what makes Florida attractive to me, wild boy. Is I could get on that ship and just go to more places than I can go with, in California. I could go to without taking a plane. I could go to Mexico. I can go to Hawaii, but to go to the other places, I would have to fly. She is. Oh, okay. And you can fall in that water too. I'm not scared of that. I might be afraid of some things, but that's one thing that I'm not really afraid of. Now in Ohio, where I am now, it's not bad. Good, good. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot to say about the Midwest. Like I said, I came from the Midwest, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I still say after being out here and after being there, like I'm talking about like those down home places, that good food, good food. I like the food in Chicago better than here. I'll be back. How long will you be on? Probably for another 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, but it I could go and see the places that I can go on a cruise ship does not require any type of passport. I mean, it's a good thing to have your passport if you're going on a cruise from where I am and going to the Mexican Riviera, but you really don't need it. What you say, down home blues? Yes, and that ZZ here. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, yeah. From here you can go to Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and Cabo San Luis, and if you because they consider it, I don't know. I think they call it a closed in cruise, and that's the reason why. Um, and then from Los Angeles, certain times a year you can cruise to Hawaii, and of course you don't need it for that. But if I wanted to go to any of the islands, the closest place that I would have to fly would be, I think, that I know of, and probably other ports, but looking on the cruise ships um, map, I could fly to Galveston, Texas, and then I think if I go, I could fly or take the train or whatever to Washington State, and then I can go to Alaska, and with no passport, of course. So without flying, it's only a couple of places, besides Catalina Island and little rinky-dink places like that. Well, I shouldn't say rinky-dink. Catalina's okay. The houses in Cleveland are big. You get more for your money. New York and Florida prices are way too high. California too, because I seen some little rinky-dink houses in Los Angeles, and I looked at the price, and this was a few years ago, so I know the equity. The house is grown in value. Um, you have to move far out in California to get a decent price. And some people just aren't willing to do that. A lot of people just like to be close to the city. But yeah, and plus out there in you Cleveland, Chicago, all them places, they got basements. So you got additional square footage. We have, in California, I don't know nobody that got no basement. I wouldn't want to be no basement anyway. Earthquake coming. Hey, that's just deeper down in the ground if the house fall on you. Yeah. Yeah, a relative of mine, she wants to move to Florida. Um, because she really liked Florida. She, before this pandemic, she used to fly for, um different places to different states. And she's been to Florida a lot, and she loves it. Even with cost of living, she just loves it. I guess so, wild boy. But honey, it's 100 degrees in California, so um, I would just like less days, and after August, we should be getting out of this triple digits. So I guess it doesn't last too long with the triple digits, because you know it don't. To me, it don't get cold, cold. I mean, I have to turn on my AC, but in the wintertime, I don't have to turn on my heat that much. Now we can have some cold nights now, but I could just put more blankets for my dogs and they look, hey, stop it. Don't be trying to jump on him. He'll beat you up. And then get more blankets for me, but I don't really have to do the heating thing. So, but California, I've been here for so long. But if I found some place that I really liked and the cost of living was better, and I thought I found a home that I liked that I could buy, I would do it. I would do it. Hey, Rue, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming. The houses are the size of a garage for 1,500 a month. They, oh, get out of here! They out there, damn mind. Get out of here! But you know what? I don't know why I'm acting surprised. Cause even in Los Angeles, they're built. They were built right before all this thing came out. I knew somebody else that was gonna. They wasn't gonna buy. They was gonna rent one of those luxury apartments. Like high rise in Los Angeles. Huh. And it, like you said, there's not a lot of square footage, and they want an arm and a leg. And I think the ones even, and they were brand new, they were something like 2 grand a month between, depending on which one you picked, 2 grand to $2,500. I mean, I'm not talking about buying. These are apartments. Yeah, they crazy and they crazy out here too. And so this person was considering, moving there. I mean, gosh, they had all the amenities. I went online because she had told me which one she was considering, and I went online to look at it. Oh, it's beautiful, but I'm just not willing to do that. You know, yeah, right. I can imagine Florida no basements, but in the Midwest and other places they have basements. I know in my friends in Chicago, they're still there. They one person have like 3 levels, and that same house, even without the basement. If it was in California, oh shoot, he probably couldn't even afford it because the bedrooms are and he's got 3 bedrooms, and then it's a bath up there, and it is the living room and the kitchen and something else. And then in the basement, all the basement he turned into a recreational room, where usually that's where everybody go. And when you get-togethers and whatever, and then okay, there's a bathroom on each floor too. So I don't know his square footage, but it's a nice size. It's a tri-level. Yeah, it's a tri-level. I don't know how what's the square footage, but it's a nice size. And he's comfortable. He's not house poor. But if that, like I said, if that same house was here or Florida, nah, I think that's why he stayed there, because he's been there for years, so he got a lot of equity. Here we have, I know you do. Here we have basements. That's what I'm used to. Right, right. And at least it's someplace you can go. Like, oh, that those. I remember. I never been in a tornado, but it was close. But when you go down in your, you feel like, okay, let me go down. there, and that's below ground level. So I feel better. Not 100%, but I feel better. Rule says my son is paying for college, but he needs to sit in front of a monitor and stay home. Oh, he's gonna be physically at the college, because I know a lot of people are doing the virtual college, and it's hurting some kind of colleges because one of the colleges here, the university in Riverside, a lot of their revenue is from the exchange students. But don't I guess they figure, well, if I'm gonna be a virtual student, I can do that in my country. So I don't know how they're gonna figure that one out. But yeah, they got those virtual classes that he really could study on his computer. So I don't know. It's just everything's different, but I would not mind a basement at all. Because, like I said, mostly everybody I know that got a basement in Chicago, they have turned it into their family room, their recreation room. And that just, in the other parts of their house, the carpets stay good because nobody hardly walking on them. Yeah, they have it virtual, I'm sure. Yeah. I was in Florida and we got hit by a Category 5 hurricane in Palm Beach. When was that, wild boy? Because that's scary to me. That's scary, just like a tornado is scary to me. You know, that hurricanes are scary to me. And that's another thing you have to worry about. Scariest thing I've ever been to, I imagine. So, to feel safe, where did you go? I mean, were you in a hotel? Were you at a private home? And like you say, they don't have no basements. Whew, rules. Oh, that was 2005? Okay. You ain't never been back since, have you? At least not in hurricane season. And category 5, I think it. That's the top, isn't it? It's not a category over there. That's the worst. They haven't named a category 6. I've never heard of a cat. Maybe they have, but I haven't heard of one. That's pretty bad. Rue says, I bet prom will be canceled again in 2021 because nobody ever meets each other in school. I was thinking about that because I know they were canceled out here. Some people had like a virtual prom, trying to make the best of the situation. I know my grandson, they had a graduation. They went out at the racetrack, huge weight racetrack, cars and raceway, and they had to and instead of going up and get your diploma, okay, the cars were lined up. They were very organized. The cars was lined up, and then whoever was driving, they let the graduate out. They were in their cap and gowns. They went. They put the diploma, and I made a video of it. They put the diploma on a. They painted some things like looked like barrels. They put the diploma on the barrel, the graduate, and then they moved 6 feet. And then the graduate came and got the diploma. And, they made it. I was really proud and glad they did that because I'm saying, Oh my gosh, that's my grandson. And I wasn't able to go because I'm quarantined, but I got my daughter sent me footage and it's in my computer, but it's also on YouTube so I can have it as a memory. And I had his picture up, but I wanted him to have a little bit more privacy, until he decide to have his own channel if he decide to do that. So I took his picture down and just put the words there. So yeah, yeah, they did a good job. I was so proud of the school for just making sure the students had a ceremony. And they had it on YouTube too. The school had a channel, so they had it on YouTube as well. I stayed at work in my friend's warehouse. Okay, okay. You probably felt. Oh, I was getting ready to say you probably felt safer, but then you put it destroyed the whole industrial park, so I guess not. Oh, I'm sorry, well, wild boy, you went out there to have a good time, probably, or to whatever. You didn't plan on going to Florida for that. So I don't believe. Okay, we've had some days when I take cruises. We've had days where we've ran into storms and the water gets a little rough. But see, a lot of the places, at least when I went, the captain gets that information, and they pretty much and they may end up going a different route to avoid whatever's going on. And depending, they might the last day of your cruise, wherever you went, to avoid it. At least in Mexico, they did that to avoid that. They did a route where the last day we did that on the first day to avoid what was happening. And then by the time we got to, luckily, by the time we got to the end of the cruise, which would have been, you know, the first part, it was over with. It was good weather again. It was. And I remember leaving here and the weather was real crappy leaving out of port. And I said, oh man, take a vacation. By the time we got to Mexico, and this was another cruise though. By the time we got to Mexico, the weather is beautiful. The weather has always, by the time we get to Mexico, it's always beautiful. I was lucky they had the roof reinforced, but it blew Pepsi's roof off. Oh no! So you guys was good. Okay. Wow. See, that will scare me too. That will scare me. You know, it's bad enough being in a tornado. I don't know which one is worse, actually. Don't you think that a hurricane might be worse because it lasts longer? Cause see, a tornado, a zip through the town, it might tear everything up, but then it's gone. But it seemed like a tornado just is larger and it just lingers. And it might be nice for a while if you're in the eye of the hurricane, and then the back end come and here you go. So that sounds like, yeah. I've not been in a hurricane, but just kind of seeing things on TV, hurricanes and tornadoes. It just seemed like, yeah, yeah. I thought so, Wobble. I thought so. Hurricane is worse. Last long. Yeah, yeah. So isn't the hurricane this? I don't know. This is August, and usually I will go on off season, which Where I went, I didn't worry about it, but a lot of places you go off season, it was because it's hurricane season. And I always thought, well, you can't put a pinpoint on nature, but usually I thought it was like September, October, November, but I guess it can come when it want to. I don't know. But guys, thank you for joining me. I stayed on for about a little bit of an hour, and I don't, want to keep you guys too long unless it's just, more and more people and you guys are is hurricane season now? Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was under well, it's just a few days shy of September, so but yeah, I guess this is the season because a few days don't matter. But in my head, I always thought of starting in September. But hey, September is next week, so yeah. Hey, B Town, how you doing? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. We're just talking about tornadoes and hurricanes, and wondering if graduations and proms will be the same as this year in 2021. They hit and fall mostly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, it's just a few days shy of September. So oh, wild boy. Um ooh, we're gonna have to head to DOD, wild boy. He got a video up that is juicy too. It just turned private, so I guess I can't get into it. Let's see. Yeah, it just turned private. Why did he do that before I could get in? Okay. I don't. Oh, it was okay. I kind of know why he turned it private. But anyway, guys. Oh, they're fine. Good. Be down. Good. Yeah, because I thought purple was right there. I thought purple was right there, and it's like, oh my gosh, keep them safe because we were just saying how I didn't know which was worse, a tornado or a hurricane. And Wild Boy has been in a hurricane, and he was saying the hurricane was worse, and I kind of figured that because it lasts longer. Yeah. So thank you, Wild Boy. Thank you, Rue. Thank you, Miss B Town. But I was just getting off. I've been on for an hour. Unless you had something that you wanted to talk about, unless anybody had a subject that they kind of wanted to bring up. Because Miss B Town, she be having some good subjects. And, and sometimes she just not finished in her life, so it might carry over to somebody else's life. So yeah. But go look at it anyway. The topic, Wild Boy, is like okay, and I kind of know a little bit, or I suspect, of why he put it private. I kind of suspect why he put it private, but I could I could email him and say, "Give me that link." I never would try and wait one out ever again. Oh, I mean, you did that on purpose, wait it out, and you had time to go someplace else? Yeah, I wouldn't wait it out either. I mean, we have earthquakes out here, but we don't be getting no warning before most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time I notice it happens in the early morning. Not all the time. And for the most part it wakes me out of my sleep. It's like, how would you like to be? You sleeping good and you woke out of your sleep because the house is shaking. That's a horrible feeling too, guys. That's a horrible feeling. Your bed shaking and the dogs are whining and looking at you like, what's up? And then and it seemed like the animals have like like cats, they'll act weird. People with cats will tell you they'll act weird. They live in California. They'll be weird before an earthquake. And I imagine other disasters too. But animals seem to have, extra senses, before it happens. Me too, be time. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't try to wait it out. Rule says I need to go, but I'll be back by the next for the next one. Have a good night. You too. Thank you, Rule. Thank you for coming. Hey, Nadia. Hey. The cheerleaders are here. My uncle was like, "You big dummy. You know what the hurricane could do?" Oh yeah, yeah. It devastates. They still haven't recovered in a lot of places, and I think about Puerto Rico. They were treated like the stepchildren of the states. They 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 still, it's a lot of places, but Puerto Rico still ain't right. You know, my uncle was, yeah, I read that. But you know what, guys? Unless somebody want to come on a panel, and if you have something you want to discuss, I was getting ready to close this down because I've been on about an hour and a quarter. But I was just getting ready. Hey, Bay, what you said? Damn, I'm late. Good evening, beloved sister. Hey, how you doing, Bay? Bay, you on the late freight too. When trying to be hard goes wrong. I know you won't try to be hard again. You don't try to be hard against no tornado, hurricane, earthquake. You on an earthquake, you better duck under a table. Uh, it, 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 well, no, well, yeah, earthquake, tornado. Some people say get in the bathtub, if you don't have a basement, stuff like that. Someplace you can go get in the tub. But what if you don't have no tub? I have two bathrooms with two showers. What I'm gonna do? Get in the shower? Will that work? I'm just saying, those are scary. I'm great, pretty lady. Just coming down from my birthday yesterday. Oh, happy birthday to you. Do it, Marilyn Monroe style. Happy birthday. I'm just kidding. I'm being silly. So unless you guys, anybody want to get up here and say something, or if you want to pick a subject, you don't have to get up if you want to talk about something in particular. You can do that. But other than that, guys, I had ordered some brisket steak burgers, and I had one before I fixed one, and it was the best burger. So now, oh, thank you, babe. I was being silly. Um, so now I took one out this morning because I want to make another. I mean, those brisket burger, steak burgers was good, and I had never had one. But that's like if you go to a really nice place and you get a good, you go to a nice restaurant to get a hamburger. But if you do, I can imagine that's how it would take. So that's a great tip. What you say, B Town? Let me go see what you had said. Oh, I must have missed that one. Nadia said, "Get on the floor and put your mattress on top of you." For real? For real? That's how you do it? Tornado? Sounds logical to me because the mattress would protect you more if something fell on you and seemed like the mattress would be heavy enough up in the air, it's like find yourself in Kansas. I know, huh, Nadia? Nadia said, "Oh, oh, that was a tip from B Town. I didn't even see that one. I didn't even see that comment. Huh. Hey, Coleman, how you doing? Yeah, I didn't even see that, but that sounds logical to me too. Well, I'll have to. Well, who knows? Because guys, it doesn't happen often. Since I've been in California, I've heard of it happening three, maybe four times, and it might be in other areas, northern whatever. But it's been a few tornadoes, believe it or not, in California. And so one girl home, she's so silly. The tornado was on the other side of the freeway, and she taking pictures with her phone instead of putting the pedal to the metal and getting out of Dodge. She taking pictures, and she showed us on her phone when she got to work the tornado. And it was a tornado. It had touched down. So, girl, you crazy? Not trying to take no pictures. I'm trying to get out of the path because it wasn't that far away from her. Bay says, "I'm great, pretty lady, just coming down from my." I had to read that again, babe. Thank you. It was by accident. It was by accident. I read it again. Uh, but that did look suspicious, huh, guys? That I read his comment again. Um, but yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in. But I'm gonna go, guys, because I'm I'm gonna fix my burger, put a few vegetables, make it seem like I'm eating healthy. But I appreciate. I don't care what time you come in. You thought about me. You thought about me, so I appreciate all you guys. So since no one wants to come on the panel, um, and since someone didn't want to lead the conversation, I'm all pooped out, guys. But thank you, Nadia and Bay and Miss B Town and Wild Boy and Rule. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, Coleman. Thank you so much. I'm going to end it now. So, oh, and Pour It Up was here. Forgot about her. Thank you. Yes. And we were just talking about different things. So, if you guys wanted to do the replay and let it run, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. Faye says, I'm happy you are doing well. Stay healthy. Yes, peace to all. Thank you. Be safe, you guys. And I pray that all of us prosper as our soul prospers. And you guys meet me Saturday. Well, I'll be on tomorrow and Saturday, but meet me Sunday because I always do a gospel song. And also, I don't sing it. I don't sing it. A popular song or one that I really like. But those of you who can come to Bible studies, I always put it in my community page. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a great night.